when I found out I won the job with the BSO, immediately after the audition, I went out for a beer with Tim and Will and Dan Bouch, who was the other finalist, along with myself. And after that, I called my parents on the way home and picked up my girlfriend, and we went to dinner. My phone was ringing off the hook starting about a half an hour after the audition. Everybody I'd ever known, mainly percussionists, called me to confirm the story, first of all, and then say congratulations. And I couldn't answer the phone as fast as it was ringing, so I turned the phone off at about 8 o'clock and went out for Thai food.
It's pretty hard to come back down here and start it sort of all over again after a big audition, because you spend so much time and preparing for that one thing, and if you don't get it, you kind of feel like you're just starting over. And in a sense you are, because really the next audition you go to, they're not going to really care what happened in the last audition. They're concerned about their audition. So you are starting over, but I think you just have to sort of have faith that you can do it, or it is doable. And you really have to think, is this what I want to do? Because I won't say practicing is a waste of time, but it's not a very, it's sort of a mindless thing sometimes. And even I get into that where you're just playing something over and over again. You kind of, almost sometimes you almost forget, what am I even practicing? You're just hitting the notes and just trying to make things, as precise as you can. But when luckily, there are times when there aren't auditions. Usually in the there's a span in the winter where there's nothing happening, and over the summer generally there's no auditions. So that's kind of where I sort of take my break and just sort of relax and play other things like solos or maybe chamber music or something, just something to get away from sort of the grind of the audition process.
I think you absolutely have to realize that there are so many players out there and so few jobs that you really have to set yourself apart. And I always used to think when I was a younger player that I know there's somebody working harder than me. So that drove me to work ridiculously hard. And I just knew that there's only like 1 or 2 spots a year, and they could be bogus spots too that I don't even want to be in. So to get the one that you want to be in, the city that you want to be in, and the job that you want to be in, and in the position you want to be in, is daunting. So you got to work really hard. So I mean, it seems easy. What I notice about musicians is that I could have one guy who's the absolute most talented person I've ever met, but doesn't work. And then I've got the other guy who's got average talent, but is right in the middle of everybody else, but works harder than everyone else that I've seen. The guy who is less talented is definitely going to win the job. The more talented guy will not make it. If you have both, then you'll make it. But getting both is very rare, that I find. So hard work is always going to pay off more than just raw talent. So that's my advice. Work hard.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I can't put that on.